when y'all were gonna let me in.
Yeah, we were, for some reason, the laptop lost connectivity to the internet. We had to call Jerry.
Oh, okay.
But I
Who's the other one that signed up?
don't know, caller and user one. I don't know. But let me mute them, 'cause I don't know who that is. Okay, so. Yeah, it's recording. Yep, it's recording. All right, yeah, let's start. What are you pointing at?
That little recorder right there.
That's a,
That's a.
oh, you want it recorded too? Let me go find that.
We have it on video. Do we still need it on recording?
I have no
I think
idea.
it's for Miss Charlotte, so she can transcribe and everything. I think it's more just a preference for her than it is a necessity.
Yeah, because we don't do minutes or anything. so-
No, yeah.
It's recording on there. That's what you're gonna have to do.
Okay.
I can't get this.
Are we ready?
Whenever you are.
Good evening. It is 6:42 PM. Notice is hereby given that a regular meeting of the Animal Control Advisory Committee of the City of Sandy Oaks, Texas will be held on Monday, February 14th, 2022 at 6:30 PM at City Hall, 22870 Priest Road, Sandy Oaks, Texas. All agenda items are subject to action. City of Sandy Oaks will also provide live stream video and telephonic access of the meeting through the link given and the meeting ID given, or by dialing given numbers, meeting ID given number. Item 1, call to order. Dalton, CJ, Julie,
Not me.
myself. So we have 4 people present. We don't need a quorum as far as I know. Citizens to be heard. Next item. Persons wishing to speak may sign up with the chairperson at least 1 hour in advance of the meeting by emailing jcrickmer@cityofsandyoaks.com or by calling 210-870-0219. This item allows for the public to address the Animal Control Advisory Committee on issues affecting the community and the city. This item will be open for up to 30 minutes with 3 minutes to each speaker. If there are more than 10 speakers, each will be given 2 minutes. Announcements. Dalton, do you have any announcements, animal control announcements?
No, other than Penny
Excuse
Paws,
me.
I believe.
I'm sorry, no one asked to speak at the meeting. Okay, now moving on.
No problem.
Item 3.
No announcements other than Penny Paws is I believe is going to be there this weekend at this weekend at the community garage sale that we have in the city park. So definitely a great way to get vaccinated, rabies and vaccinations. Very accessible.
I believe it's Saturday from 9 AM to 11 AM.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a good deal. Let's move on to item number 4, discuss and or possible action on bite stick training. I'm gonna throw that to you, Dalton, because you're working to get some people who are interested in the training to have it here.
Correct. So I was notified by a fellow ACO in Elmendorf that they needed a training center, and we have the perfect room here. And I also need training for bite stick and pepper spray with a few other certifications. So we would allow other ACO officers from around San Antonio and surrounding areas to come in and then she would hold the class here. And then it's also available to the community as well. So if anyone wants to join in, they'd be able to as well. So
Are our law enforcement officers gonna participate, or do you know?
it's definitely gonna be brought up. I don't have a final answer for you.
If they're interested
Yeah,
or
if
not?
they're interested, but it's definitely gonna be brought up.
Is there a cost if anybody wanted to?
There is a cost. I don't have an exact number yet. It's still, everything's still in works. But once I get the cost, I can make that public to everybody.
What is bite stick?
So bicycle training is gonna be, that's mainly for something I carry as an animal control officer. It's basically something just to deter the dog. If I do run across an aggressive dog, or a dog that's not too happy to see me or someone else. So.
Is it the same as the baton the police use?
It's similar. It's very similar. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's used differently with animals, but it is a similar device.
And is there a minimum number of participants to make this happen? And is the woman from Elmendorf? that
I don't, the
teaches it?
woman's not from Elmendorf. I believe she's from San Antonio, so
Oh, okay.
she is local.
Uh-huh.
And this would actually prevent a lot of people from driving to Dallas or Fort Worth.
For training, save a lot of money.
Save a lot of money in a lot of different areas.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so you're gonna continue to pursue that?
Yeah, and once I get everything locked in and finalized, then I'll make that information public to everybody and it'll be out there.
Good deal. Anyone else? Okay, let's go to item number 5, discuss and or possible action on a large animal trap, modify or purchase a new one. There was some discussion with me and Dalton that the large animal trap that they have now that they are using, when you have a vicious animal, it is a little bit unsafe to, I guess, manipulate the trap, open the trap, remove the animal if it's in a bad mood. There's been some items thrown out. Maybe we should get a new one, or maybe we should, a better one, or maybe we should try to modify the one we have in some way. Do you have any ideas on what we could do?
So the one we have is not a bad trap at all. It's not necessarily the trap you'd use for an aggressive dog. So when I'm trying to trap a more angry or aggressive dog, I need a little bit different of a trap with different handles and something that they're not able to get their teeth through, a little bit smaller holes.
Yeah, I would suggest just to move the trap to get like a blanket or some kind of a
Yeah.
fabric sling to pick it up.
Yeah.
On the bottom and 2 sides,
Yeah, and they also,
a few feet away from the top. Well, it's for in the meantime.
yeah,
Better than
definitely,
nothing.
yeah, definitely.
It is a heavy
was gonna
trap.
say.
It is hard to lift and put up in the tailgate of the truck and whatnot, especially when you got a 50-pound dog in it. It's a 2-person job for sure.
Because I've seen them where you get the handles that hook onto cages
Correct,
that are, you wouldn't have to get your hands
correct.
as close to. the
And
cage.
because I ride solo most of the time, it's a little bit difficult for me to move these cages by myself with a dog in it
Obviously,
alone.
when they're
but with the
moving
dog
back
trying
and
to-
forth in the cage, that makes it twice as
Yeah, with the
hard.
dog trying to bite me, it makes it 3 times as harder. So they do sell like wheel attachments for the back of them too, so you could pick it up on one end and
Uh-huh.
just wheel them to the truck and then kind of
Right.
scoot them in. So there's a couple different options that I want to bring to the table. But the traps we do have now, they're usable. We don't need to get rid of them or modify them too much. They're just for different circumstances.
Also, to open the door, your fingers are in kind of a bite
Correct,
zone,
yeah,
correct?
correct.
Because there's these 2 little U-bolts that,
So unfortunately, the way that cage is set up, the door on it, both sides open up directly outwards and towards you. And that I can't put it up against something and then release them because I have that gap still with the
Right.
door. So the cages that I've been looking at, the release is a little bit inset. So whenever you do, you can just set it flat against the door of something and then open it and there's no gap or anything. So.
And you wouldn't have a problem using one of those traps with the animal control facility.
No, and that was another instance because of the way the animal control facility is set up. It's such a narrow hallway. that getting that dog in there and then getting the door open as well, there's too much vulnerability for me, for him to turn around and bite me, so.
Is there like a large gap between the kennel door and the cage, the trap door, you're saying?
It's just the way the door opens, so I can't put it flat against a panel,
Mhm.
so he goes directly into the
Right.
room. I have to kind of,
Be back
Cohere
away,
'em,
whatever the
exactly, yeah.
hinge length is. yeah,
exactly, yeah, whatever the door length.
Right.
What do you recommend?
I recommend the ACO from Elmendorf was showing me a cage that they use. It's very similar to that one, but the holes around it are a lot smaller, so they can't get their teeth in there. It has side handles, and then the doors are also inlaid. So you just put it flat against something, pull the handle, and the door opens from the inside.
Mhm. Do you know, have you found any vendors to sell
So
cages like
there's a
that?
few different vendors. Their prices right now, they're ranging from about 300 to 500 for that particular cage.
Mhm.
And that's for the large one. Now, of course, you can trap any size if you get the large, so from small to large. But I believe it's right. $499 is the extra large, the biggest one they sell. So
And seems to be safe and
yeah,
secure. It
it's
opens in the
sturdy
proper
and there's a
manner.
warranty, and yeah, it's all, yeah, it's for this particular reason.
That sounds good. I think we should get it.
And that's what they use in Elmendorf, the ACOs in Elmendorf?
Correct. Yeah, they actually have about 10 of these. So
Okay,
I know that was a problem years ago. We trapped an animal in our yard with the old.
yeah, exactly. Because the cat,
And
if you
it
experience the
was-
cat traps. Yeah.
Yeah, this was a.
Oh, a big
It
one.
was a bigger
Okay.
dog.
Yeah.
We were aiming for a different dog, and somehow this dog nobody knew showed
Yeah.
up in the trap. And the problem was getting it up onto the truck
Exactly.
because nobody knew the dog, didn't know if it was vicious, knew
Mhm.
nothing.
Yeah. There's a
So I agree.
Yeah.
Knew
anything to make it a little bit safer. Now, not all dogs are aggressive. If I can get him out of the cage, that's my first resort. Is I always try to get him out of the cage and calm him down, because nobody likes being in a cage. So, but if it's not an option, then I do have to move him in the cage. So.
Would we want to vote to send this to city council for their approval to purchase one of these cages?
I don't think we have to vote on it if we're all in agreement. I can get some prices. I can put some quotes together
Yeah,
for you, and then you can present them, if you would,
okay,
to city council, and then maybe get approval.
okay. Not a problem.
yeah, that would be great. 3 to 4 quotes to see what the pricing is. And go from there. What would be the best? By any chance, do you have an image of what Elmendorf ACOs use?
I don't, but I can definitely get one as soon as tomorrow. I'm in contact with them pretty frequently, so. I can
Oh,
get-
okay. Yeah, that'd be great. And then if you don't mind sending it to me, and then I can take a look at it
Yeah,
and
exactly.
see what that would be really beneficial.
Yeah, perfect.
Elmendorf's been helpful, I understand.
Yeah, there's a really nice officer over there that I met, that I've been working real closely, since I am still fairly new.
Mhm.
I go to him for a lot of questions, and he's been really good.
He
So.
has good experience.
Yes, definitely.
Great. Anything else on item 5? Next item is 6, adjourn. We ready to adjourn?
sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
Done with the agenda.
Okay, I got 6:54 PM. We're adjourning.
Thank you. Have a good evening, guys. Be safe.